Hello 4C1, Teacher Jesse here again with another video. Today's video is going to be a review of the vocabulary from Unit 1. And for our vocabulary reviews, we are going to be doing several things. 1, you will see a picture of the vocabulary word. 2, you will see a definition for that vocabulary word. 3, you will see that word used in an example sentence. And 4, we will do some practice exercises to make sure that we understand all of our words very well. Okay, are you ready? Let's get started. All right, number 1 is get on well with. Take a look at the picture of the two men here playing video games together. They are getting on well with each other, which means that they have a good relationship with each other. And another word to say that is that they get along with each other. Okay? So, an example sentence is, I love to visit my cousin. We get on well together. Okay? Let's move on. Our next word is tell off or tell someone off. In the picture here, you can see the mom telling the girl off. To tell someone off means that you speak angrily to them for doing something wrong. Scold would be another word that means the same thing as tell off. It would be a synonym for tell off. Okay? Let's look at an example sentence. My mom tells me off when I don't clean my room. Have you ever had this experience? Has your mom ever told you off when you didn't clean your room? I know my mom has. All right, let's move on. To take after. Look at the woman and the girl in this picture. They both have the same red hair. Well, because they have the same red hair, we can say that the young girl takes after the older woman. To take after someone means that you look or behave like someone in your family. For example, she takes after her mom because they both have red hair. Now we must be careful. You cannot take after someone who is younger than you. You cannot take after your younger brother or your younger sister, or you cannot take after a younger cousin. You must take after someone older than you, like your grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, aunt, uncle. You can even take after an older brother or sister, but not someone who is younger than you. Understand? Okay. Now, look at the picture of the man. He has gone from a little baby all the way to a grown man. Okay? We call this process growing up. To grow up means to become an adult. An example of using grow up in a sentence is, when I grow up, I want to have lots of money. How about you? Do you want to have lots of money too? I bet you do. Okay, let's move on. Look after. The little boy in this picture is looking after the man. Maybe it's his father, maybe it's his uncle, but the young boy is looking after him. To look after someone means to take care of someone or something. And an example sentence for look after is, who looks after you when you are sick? Who looks after you? Your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, grandma, grandpa? Okay, maybe many of those people. Maybe nobody. Maybe you have to take care of yourself and look after yourself when you're sick. Hopefully not. Hopefully there's someone there to look after you. All right. Now we're going to see some words from our story, How the Moon Was Kind to Her Mother. These were the blue vocabulary words in your class book. Let's take a look at our words. Our first word is supper. Here you see an example of something that someone might have for supper. Supper is a meal that we eat in the evening. So we have different names for the meals that we eat. In the morning, we eat breakfast. At noontime, we eat lunch. And in the evening, we eat supper. And then in between all of those meals, if we're still hungry, we might have a snack. All right. In a sentence, we can say, we will eat supper at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. is in the evening time, so if we eat a meal, we would call that meal supper. All right. Now, our next word is pleasant. Here we have a picture of a place that looks very pleasant to be. Okay? Pleasant means something that gives you a feeling of happiness. In this picture, it is on a very beautiful lake, in a very beautiful forest. And it looks warm, it looks quiet, it looks very peaceful and pleasant. In an example sentence, we can say, it is quite pleasant to sit next to a lake on a sunny day. Does that sound pleasant to you too? Oh, all right, very good. Let's move on. The opposite of pleasant is unpleasant. Look at the boy right here. He has experienced something unpleasant. Maybe he smelled something unpleasant, or maybe he tasted something unpleasant. Unpleasant means something that gives you a feeling of unhappiness or discomfort. For example, the taste of medicine is unpleasant. It can be very bitter, and it can taste very bad, and it can be very unpleasant to take that kind of medicine. All right, our next word is gown. In the picture, the woman is wearing a gown. A gown is a long dress worn on special occasions, and the special occasion for the woman in this picture is a wedding. We call this a wedding gown. Now, a gown is not a dress that you would wear every day. It's not a dress that you would wear to work or to school or to visit your grandma and grandpa. A gown is a dress that's only worn on special occasions. For example, the bride wore a beautiful gown on her wedding day. Okay. Now remember, the important things to remember for our vocabulary word gown are that the gown is a long dress, not a short dress, and a gown is only worn on special occasions, not every day, okay, not to the movie theater, the cinema, not to the restaurant. We wear a gown only on special occasions. All right, let's look at all of the words that we've talked about today. So we've had get on well with, we've had tell somebody off, we've had take after, look after, grow up, we've had pleasant, unpleasant, and we've had supper and gown. Now let's do some practice exercises to make sure that we understand all of these words. Okay. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to match these three words to the three pictures on the screen here. The words are pleasant, supper, and unpleasant. Okay? And I want you to take some time now, and I want you to think, where do these words go? With what pictures do these words match? If you need to take some time now, go ahead and pause your computer. When you're ready to see the answers, push play, and we'll take a look at them together. All right, are you ready to see the answers? Let's take a look. All right, unpleasant. Well, this woman is holding her nose because she has smelled something unpleasant, right? Did you get that answer too? Good job. Our next word is supper. Here we see a family sitting around a table and they're eating a meal. It also looks like it's dark outside, which tells us that this meal is probably in the evening time. So this meal is definitely going to be supper, not lunchtime. If it's dark and you're eating lunch, there's something wrong. Okay, and by process of elimination, Pleasant goes with this beautiful picture here of mountains, a blue sky, green grass, a lake. There's even a butterfly here in this picture. I think that this picture looks like a very pleasant place to be. All right, let's move on to our next exercise. Now we have some true or false questions, okay? For this exercise here, I want you to take out your notebook or a piece of paper so you can write down what you think, either true or false. If the answer is false, you need to write the correct answer, okay? All right, so take some time now, go get a piece of paper or your notebook and something to write with so you can follow along and answer these questions at home. All right, welcome back. Have you gotten your paper and pencil? All right, let's do our true and false questions. Our first question is about a gown. So, true or false? A gown is a short dress worn on special occasions. Hopefully you've all had time to answer this already. So, let's see if this is true or false. Well, this answer is false. Remember, we said that a gown must be a long dress, not a short dress. So a gown is a long dress worn on special occasions. Did you get that answer too? Did you remember to write the correct answer? If you did all of those things, great job. Let's see our next true or false question. True or false? Friends normally get on well with each other. Okay? You need to take some time to think about it. Push pause. When you're ready, push play again. We'll see the answer together. All right, so true or false? Friends normally get on well with each other. Well, yes, that is true. Hopefully you get on well with your friends. If not, maybe you need to find some new friends, right? Okay, let's see our next true or false question. True or false? To look after someone means to share similar characteristics with them. Take some time if you need to. Push pause. When you're ready, hit that play button again. All right, welcome back. Let's see the answer together. True or false? To look after someone means to share similar characteristics with them. Well, that is false. To look after someone means to take care of them, right? To take after someone means to share similar characteristics with them. But to look after them means that we take care of them. All right, our next true or false question. People who are grown up are called adults. Again, take a few seconds if you need to. Push pause. When you're ready, hit play again to see the answer. All right, people who are grown up are called adults. Well, this is true. We talked about this earlier. An adult is a name that we use for a person who has grown up, who has reached a certain age. Okay. Finally, we have 2 multiple choice questions before we finish our review for today. So to make sure that you're following along at home, I want you to be sure that you write the answer down on your piece of paper before we see the answer together. All right, so our first multiple choice question. What means to scold someone or speak angrily to them? Is the answer A, grow up, B, take after, C, look after, or D, tell someone off? Go ahead and push pause if you need to. Write your answer down. When you're ready to see the answer, go ahead and hit play, and we'll see the answer together. All right. So, what means to scold someone or speak angrily to them? Well, the answer is tell someone off, right? The person is telling the dog off because the dog has done something naughty. All right, did you get that answer too? Good job. Let's see our last question for today. This word means to share similar characteristics with someone in your family who is older than you. like your uncle or your grandmother. Go ahead and push pause on your computer, write the correct answer down. When you're ready to see the answer, go ahead and push play again. All right, welcome back. So, this word means to share similar characteristics with someone in your family who is older than you, like your uncle or your grandmother. Is this grow up, take after, look after, or tell someone off? Well, the correct answer is letter B, take after. To take after someone means that you look like someone who is older than you in your family, like your uncle, your grandfather, your father, an older sister, an aunt, your mother, your grandmother. All right, 4C1, that's all the time that we have for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.